Hello. Okay, so I've been getting a lot of requests for prenatal maintenance, and yeah, there is an official video out there somewhere. I just don't know where it is, and until I figure that out, I wanted to get you guys something. This video is great, especially for some of the later stages of pregnancy. My mom is in the second and third trimesters. I know that you've been needing some maintenance, and the videos that we have up right now are just like having you on your belly or doing all kinds of twisting stuff that's not good. So this one is for you guys. I have a chair handy. You could use a chair or like a yoga ball or something to give you a little bit of stability or support. I got a blanket. You could use a towel or a blanket or something like that. And I have a couple of yoga blocks. If you have them, it's always nice to keep them handy. If you don't, it's no big deal. Okay, so I'm gonna start sitting up onto the towel or the blanket in a position that feels good in your hips. So that could be, legs crossed, maybe it's feet a little bit wider. You know what, and sometimes maybe it just means sitting up onto a chair. But find a position that you can sit in where you can neutralize your pelvis and have a long spine. You're gonna place one hand on your belly and start to breathe down deep into your belly. And you can really visualize breathing for you and for your baby. And sending your belly lots of oxygen, but also lots of love. And then try breathing in a way that you can feel the side of your body expand, your waist move, and if your thumbs can connect to your low back, you can even feel the breath move into your low back. And a little bit of that breath can go up into your chest. Good. You're going to bring one hand down beside you. We'll start with the right hand down and reach your left arm up and over. You can lift your chin up or turn your chin down. Find a nice stretch for those muscles that are between your ribs and underneath your shoulder. You can get as low as you're comfortable with. And when you're ready, come all the way back up and switch your sides. Left hand down, right arm up and over. And you can look up or look down. Keep breathing. And then come all the way back up. So as I move through this, I can't quite see like any of the comments or anything. So go ahead and leave your comments, or if you have questions or anything. And when I'm done, I'll get back to them later tonight or tomorrow. Okay, from here, you're gonna shift your weight around or off to the side and take the blanket out from under you. Bring your hands to the ground behind you, and then uncross your feet. You're gonna start to windshield wiper your shins side to side, and that should feel pretty good in the hip socket. If you wanna linger on one side or move your hip forward even more, you can. And if you want, if you've got room for your belly, and a little bit more stability or strength in your core, you could take your hands up and same thing. Windshield wiper your shins side to side. Do as many of these as you want. Okay, from here, you're gonna pivot yourself around and make your way onto your hands and knees. Now is also a good time for the blanket or a towel. Sometimes if the ground is really hard on your knees and your joints are super achy, put a blanket underneath your knees. or even underneath your wrists. All right, so from here, knees are gonna go a little bit wider than your hips. And you're gonna start to move your hips around, side to side, or back around in circles. You can move your shoulders, move your head. Don't worry so much about what it looks like, and just move in a way that feels good for you and your body and your baby today. Some circles, some figure eights. And then eventually we're gonna do a few cat-cows. Now, if cow pose, when you drop your belly and lift your chin, feels like it's too much of a stretch in the belly, then just even a little tiny micro movement is fine. Focus more on the upper back, pulling your shoulders back, reaching your chest forward, than on dropping your lower back all the way down. And then from here, tuck your chin around your spine, drop your head. And again, any amount of extension in the cow pose that you're comfortable with, take it with a deep breath in. And then tuck your chin around your spine, deep breath out. One more time, breathe in. And breathe out. From here, tuck your toes and lift your hips up and back. You don't have to straighten your legs. So this is kind of like somewhere between a bear pose and a down dog. You can pedal your feet, shift your hips, move your head right and left. Then you're gonna start to walk your hands all the way back to your feet. And so that I don't get cut off in the video, I'm gonna move myself a little closer to the middle. But you'll walk your hands all the way back to your feet and take your feet wide. Turn your toes out. You're gonna drop your hips down, come into a squat. If this feels like it's too much, you could always use the chair. Scoot yourself closer. Use the chair to support your weight. And knees can go wide. Put one hand down and then reach the opposite arm up. And then switch. Come back down. Stay as long as you're comfortable. Eventually, hands on the ground or on the chair, you're gonna lift yourself up to about halfway. Turn the toes a little bit more forward. Bring your hands to your thighs, and then pause here. Take the feet wide again, as wide as you need, and you're gonna start to drop one shoulder down, and the other. You can move your head, switch, and then eventually flat back, use your hands against your thighs, come all the way up to stand. Walk your feet a little closer to each other, and if like balance, you know, your center of gravity is totally shifted with your growing belly. If your center of balance is like super off, then definitely use the chair to help you. Hands can go on the chair or on your hips, and you're gonna step I'll start with the right foot back. Step the right foot back about 3 or 4 feet. You wanna get a nice long, wide stance. I know my head is cut off in that video, but it's okay. Okay, so your back foot is gonna turn into about a 45-degree angle. The front foot is pointing forward. Let's take the arms out to either side. Turn your palms to face up and rotate your shoulders open across your chest. That might feel like it's plenty. You can stay here, or bring your right hand down to your right thigh. Firm up your right leg. Squeeze your glute. And you're gonna start to reach that left arm up and over. Again, going for that side bend. And then come back up. Now you're gonna straighten that front leg and do the same thing. Right hand down, left arm goes up, both arms go out. Bend into your front knee again. And this time, if you can get a little bit lower in your lunge, awesome. Your left forearm is going to go on your left thigh. And the right arm goes up and over. I like to take the left hand and use it to hold the belly and breathe. Like, remind yourself, keep giving yourself that tactile feedback to breathe down into the bottom of the belly. And if it feels good, you can move your chin one way and another. And then you're going to come all the way back up. Straighten that front leg, take your arms up, look up, breathe in. Arms out, lunge, breathe out. Again, breathe in, arms up. And arms out, breathe out. Bring your hands to your hips, straighten the front leg, heel toe the back foot in until you have enough balance, and then you're going to step forward and switch your feet. So left foot is going to go to the back, the left toe is at about a 45-degree angle, the right toe is pointing forward, arms out, start with the palms down, and then rotate the palms up, pull the shoulders back. This might be plenty, you can stay or firm up your back leg, reach your front arm up and over. And then come back, straighten the front leg, same thing, back hand down, right arm up and over. And you come back out. You're going to come back into your lunge. Again, if you can get a little bit lower, that'd be great. Right forearm down, left arm up and over. Your right hand, the bottom hand, can go around your belly. Remember to breathe down into the belly. And come all the way back up. Straighten the front leg, take your arms up, breathe in, and then arms out and breathe out. Again, arms up, breathe in, and arms out, breathe out. Hi, Tim. One more time. Big breath in, big breath out. Hands to hips, heel toe the back foot in, and step yourself forward. From here, you can step towards the back of your mat. And we're going to come back down into that squat. Hips down. Move your baby down. Move the belly down. Hey, buddy. Okay. Riggins, I got to get onto that mat. Buddy. Riggins, go to your bed. Go to your bed. Good boy. Good boy. Go to your bed. Almost. He's almost there. Riggins, go to your bed. Good boy. Keep going. Okay. Hands down. Lift your hips. You're going to come back into that down dog / bear pose. Stay as long as you're comfortable. It might feel nice to press your chest a little closer to your thighs. Then eventually bring your knees down to the ground. Ready. Go to your bed. Good boy. Yeah, you got it. Go to your bed. Oh my gosh. You're so close. Okay. From your hands and knees, we're going to take a low lunge. So you can swing one leg around. I'll start with the right leg. Swing the right leg around. And if this feels like it's a lot, bring your hands up onto the chair. Use the chair for support or yoga ball or something. You can shift your hips around. You're welcome to keep one hand down and add a little bit of a twist. The twists are super gentle here. You want to avoid any really deep twists. Okay, release, come down. As good as some of those deep stretches might feel, You don't really want to hang out in those deep stretches for too long, just because your joints are already shifting so much, especially in your hips, that you don't want to overstretch it. So if you're feeling any kind of sharp sensation, it's too much, back off. But a good stretch in the hips is really nice. All right. Slowly lower, slide yourself back. And then you're gonna sit your hips back and swing your legs around. So we're gonna take the legs out wide. And I'm gonna scoot myself closer to the chair so I can actually use it for a little support. You don't need to, but I think it kind of feels nice. So legs wide, feet flexed. Your legs don't have to go straight. You can put a little bend in the knees. You can even roll up a towel behind each one of your knees. That might feel good. Okay, so legs wide. If you need to adjust your pelvis, like if you find yourself kind of sinking or dropping back, prop up the blanket underneath your hips. And then from here, you're gonna start to lean forward. And this is where I find that the chair or the yoga ball is really nice. You can lean yourself forward and still leave a good amount of room for your belly. And it might feel good to drop your head down. Roll your forehead around a little, massage out your brow. You can even move the chair or the yoga ball, whatever your prop is, a little bit further away. And put your hands on it and drop your chest through, drop your head through. Move your chin. So you're gonna stay with that fold for just a little bit longer, but keep that breath really low and think of relaxing your inner thighs, relaxing your hips, relaxing your pelvic floor. Okay, start to curl yourself back up. Bring your hands behind you and start to bring your legs in a little bit closer. Bend your knees. You can take another windshield wipe of the knees. Soles of the feet together, knees wide. Same thing, you could prop yourself up and sit up onto the blanket or onto a block. And start to fold forward again with the knees apart and the feet together. And take deep, easy breaths. When you're ready, start to make your way back up. Move the chair out of the way. Use your hands, bring your knees back up towards each other. Hands back behind you. Point your fingers in any direction that feels good for your wrists. Sometimes the wrists get a little bit tender, like that pregnancy or prenatal carpal tunnel. And then when you're ready, just lift your hips up. Roll the shoulders back, lift your chest, and come back down. 2 more, breathe in, and breathe out. 1 more time, breathe in, and breathe out. And then you're gonna start to lower your hips down, and swing your legs around, and you're gonna come to lie on your side. You can lie on your left side. A blanket or a block even between your knees might feel nice. Your forearm or your elbow, your bicep down on the ground could feel good. You can even use a pillow or something underneath your head. And take your right hand to your belly and just breathe. You can stay like that as long as you need. When you're ready to come up, give yourself a little bit of help and press yourself up through the side. And that is it. So I know it's short and sweet. There's probably still a lot that you're needing or wanting. But I'll try to keep some more of these coming for you. And I'm happy to answer any questions anytime that you need. All right, you guys.